Joe Biden and the Democrats in the Senate are reaching deals, and mainly this is the right wing Democrats like Kirsten Sinema, Joe Manchin, all of those guys, and Joe Biden, and they are now narrowing or weakening the stimulus checks, the stimulus bill again, yet again, and so I thought I would go over this. So now the breakdown is single people making under $75,000 will still get the full benefit, the full $1,400 benefit. And if you're making the $150,000, under $150,000, so instead of capping out at $80,000, is capping out at $75,000 for single people. And if you're making under $150,000, you still get the full benefit. But if you are a couples making $160,000 will get the full benefit. But if you make $200,000, you will not get it. So it caps out at $60,000 instead of $200,000. Isn't this incredible? That they're discussing, they're doing backroom politics for this to narrow this bill instead of doing backroom politics to get us a freaking minimum wage increase. To pass the minimum wage. They're not doing that. They're just, and mind you, forgive the noise, everyone's home and they don't realize that I'm filming, even though I told them I'm filming. But anyway, there's never a deal to go, how can we make this better for the people? And it's like, how much do you really want to lose? Because at first they came out and said, $2,000 out the door immediately. When we got elected, you elect us, we'll give you $2,000. The two senators now said it. Joe Biden said it. Kamala Harris said it. Everybody was saying it. Democrats ran on that. And, so they ran on that. And yet now they're being all weaselly. And now they're not going to do it. Now they're taking it down to $1,400. Because, did I mean $2,000? No. I meant because you $2,000 total because, you already got $600. So it's going to be $1,400. And then we're still waiting. It's March. And then they said, now we're gonna narrow it even more. And all because the parliamentarian said no. We can't give you the minimum wage. You can overrule the parliamentarian. And yet they're not going to do it. Because they don't give a crap about you. At all. And now they're saying, well, we want to make it even worse. They're literally going behind the scenes going, how much can I screw over the American people? How much less money can I give to the American people? And mind you, there are neighbors that just keep going up and down the stairs. I think they're trying to do exercises because it's bull crap. But anyway, if you can hear it. So they're actively trying to make this bill less and less and less. And what's so funny is how they're negotiating down, and yet they're probably most likely not going to get a single Republican vote. Not one. And Kamala Harris just might have to break that tie. Because Biden is obsessed with this whole, I wanted to be my position. Not like he won or anything. It's not like he has power. It's not like the Democrats have the majority in the House or the Senate. I'm just saying. Because you see, in the House, Republicans voted 0. Republicans voted for the stimulus check in the House. 0. So I don't know what makes Biden think he's going to get a Republican vote. And see, like, this is what I'm talking about. Is I don't know why he doesn't just go to Kirsten Sinema, Joe Manchin, and anyone else. See, they always bend to the right-wing side of the Democratic Party. Always, always, always. They will bend and bend and bend. They should freaking get into, what's that called when, circus acts? Where they could contortionists. They should just be contortionists. They never bend the other way. They never bend to the left. They never bend to what the people need. Oh. Now you're trying to negotiate it down? Great. Checks went up $600, $2,000. Now it went up $500, $2,500. Bitch, you want me to keep going? $3,000. You fuckface. Now vote for this. It's never what the people want. And you always wonder, why are they doing this? I'll tell you why they're doing it, because they're weak. They're weak. They're measly pieces of crap. That's why they're doing it. And they're bought. They're bought by Wall Street. They're bought by Big Pharma. They're bought by... who else are they bought by? There's so many. They're bought by the health insurance lobby. They're bought by the retail industry. They're bought by Hollywood. They're bought by every single corrupt asshole in this country. And that's why you're not getting your money yet. I love how they're doing all of this. Meanwhile, you need the money, and yet they're not giving it because they need to figure out how much less people can I help? How many people can I not give money to? And they're like, oh, well, you made $200,000. Oh, yeah, because that $200,000 is sitting in my pocket right now. No, it's not. A lot of people lost their jobs in March and in April of last year. Some have taken on side jobs. And some have still not gotten their jobs back. So maybe in 2019, they might have made $200,000. But guess what? They did not make $200,000 last year. They're not taking that into consideration. They're not taking you into consideration. And this is why they're going to lose in 2022. Because, look, the Republicans have zero ideas. Zero! But they know how to market. They know how to campaign. They know how to say that Joe Biden didn't do anything for you. He said he'd give you $2,000. He gave you $1,400. And for some of you, he didn't actually give you any money. Most of you, actually. And then he waited until March or April or May, whenever the hell they're going to do this. All because a parliamentarian said no, and you still don't have money. And you still don't have a $15 minimum wage. They're not going to give you one. But they know how to campaign. And this is why they lose. This is exactly why they lose. This is exactly why they're going to lose again. And you know what? The left has to start using power. The left has to start using power. All right. I'm not going to vote for your crappy ass, dumb ass, bullcrap of a bill of $1.9 trillion package. The $1.9 trillion of a package if you don't put the minimum wage in there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hold the vote right now. I won't vote for it. F you. I'm not voting unless you put that in there. This is politics. This is how you play politics. Not this whole, oh, well, you got to play nice. And you got to unite with the Republicans. And bull freaking crap. That's not oh, you got to play nice. Don't be such a dick. You got to be nice to people and play nice. To get what? Nothing? Because that's what we're getting. Nothing. Guys, they were supposed to pass this yesterday. They were supposed to pass this. And they still haven't because, see, what happened was the sun was in my face and my eyes couldn't see it and I had a hat on and they want to pull out the minimum wage and then they want to negotiate it down even further. They watered it down, they watered it down, they watered it down. How much more do you want to water it down? And by the way, I love how they're taking out the minimum wage, even though it's 63 to 67%. A 2019 poll found that it's 63 to 67% popular. Only the Democrats and the Republicans, but only the Democratic Party can do what their base doesn't want. And that's because their base doesn't know how to fight. They don't. They suck ass at fighting. Because the Republican Party, their base, they know how to get their Republican politicians to do what the hell they want. Now, look, they still go against the base all the time, but their base is stupid and they don't know better. We know better, and yet we don't know how to fight? Come on! This is why I'm an independent. Come on! 78% of you want these stimulus checks. Like 60% of you, 67% of you, 60% of you are Republicans that want this. 67% of us want a reoccurring check. So, good luck in the midterms, everybody. Good luck in the midterms, Democrats, because you're damn straight going to lose.